Take your seats. Kindly take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Kind of works. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the membership, I welcome every one of you for the 48th Annual Induction and Award Ceremonies for the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. I want to direct your attention to the upper stairs as I'm going to introduce the honorees for tonight. This young man is a national Junior Olympic champion. He's also the Junior Olympic Boxer of the Year, Manny Chance. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The next is the National Golden Glove champion and our Amateur Boxer of the Year, Adam Ali. The next individual is our Amateur Coach of the Year. He's coached many Silver Gloves and Junior Olympic National Champions, Mike Rizzo. Our Pro Boxer of the Year with a 24-1 record, Derek Webster. Will all the honorees please walk in the middle? Derek, yo, walk in the middle, down here, and go that way. The next individual, outstanding light heavyweight from the 80s and 90s, Greg Everett. This way. Derek, this way, this way. This individual won 10 state amateur champions. As a pro, he was 22-2 with 10 knockouts. Let's hear it for Johnny Molnar. This way, Eric, Greg, this way. Oh, boy. A long-time cut man who even has an award named after him. He's known as Joey I. The man that's responsible for giving out approximately $250,000 to kids that go to their college to further their education. AIDB President, let's hear it for Paul Vigilante. Joey, this way. The next individual needs no introduction. He was known as the best referee on the planet. Then he became a commissioner. He's in the New Jersey Hall of Fame. He's in Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. And he's also in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Let's hear it for the Honorable Larry Hazzard. Paul, that way. The next individual is the former welterweight champion of the world, Marlon Starling. And, oh boy, let's see, where am I at? The next individual, he's down already. I just want him to walk up here. He's trained 23 Golden Glove champions, 18 Diamond Glove champions, Bob Rooney Sr. Marlon, Mom, this way. The next individual managed, trained, and promoted dozens of boxers around the state, including Bob Rooney Jr. He was also the matchmaker for the Golden Gloves. Let's hear it for Sal Alessi. One of the most exciting lightweights of the 1980s. He was ranked in the top 10 in 1983. Kenny Bang Bang Bogner. This next individual trained no less than 14 different world champions, Anthony Ham. This guy would fight anyone, including Mickey Ward, Frankie Warren, Charles Murray, even holds a win over Sal Mami. Let's hear for Clarence Coleman. And last but not least, he's known in Bayonne, New Jersey. He was a top 10 contender. He's the only man to floor Muhammad Ali and to wrestle Andre the Giant. The inspiration for Rocky. He's our man of the year, Chuck Webner. Right now, I want to ask you all to remain standing as we'll have a singing of our national anthem by Nia Walker. Now that's the way you sing the national anthem. Right now, I want to bring our chaplain up, Pierre Benoist.
You know, many years ago, I saw a caption in the paper. It said, no battle ever fought is bigger than a one in oneself. That means you have to have the spiritual dialogue. That means you put God Almighty first. When I look around this room, and I see how happy everybody is, and enjoying themselves, and I see they're here for the right reasons, all these people in the dais, the featured colleagues in this life, and all you people who are in the audience are here. You're fantastic people. So what we want to do is ask God Almighty to bless each and every one of you, your families, our departed, and we want to bless the food we're about to partake. In God's name we pray, amen.
Okay, one more. I want to ask you all to rise. We're going to have our bell toll. In the last year, we've lost quite a few Jerseyites in the boxing world, such as Tony Katz, a great trainer. Of course, Hadash, he was the maker of the modern championship belt. Joe Donnelly, who was our ice cream man. We used to give parties for orphans, and he used to bring all the ice cream. Of course, Junebug Livingston. He was quite a character. And of course, our man of the year several years ago, Frank McGuire. And one more, the legendary Lou Duva. And last, I guess, Christmas, we also lost a young man who was only about 19 years old to the streets of Newark. He was shot and killed just around Christmas time of last year. And his name is Armarty McFall. And we have to recognize our posthumous winners for tonight: Jimmy Sorello, Oscar Goody, and Mike Mastiandra. And last but not least, Saturday is Veterans Day. We have to remember those who gave their lives for the freedom we have. In fact, one of our honorees tonight gave his life back in 1944 so we could do the things we're doing right now. So without further ado, I'm going to ring this bell, but not like most people think. You know, if you're in Atlantic City or Las Vegas, Madison Square Garden, or any other venue around the world, they ring a bell similar to this I have here 10 times. We're going to ring it 9. And the reason why we ring it 9 is because we feel a part of them are still with us. It's in our hearts of our family, in our hearts of the fans. So without further ado, I'm going to ring this bell 10 times, but not in the memory of all these people, but in the celebration of the life they had. Thank you. Man, go right into this thing, man. So far behind. Ladies and gentlemen, we're a little bit behind right now. so we're going to go right into our ceremonies. The first individual, in 6 short years as an official, he made the AIBA team. AIBA is the highest rank you could have as an amateur official. He was a 3-star AIBA official with the World Series of Boxing. He has officiated in 15 different countries on 4 different continents. He's received the 2012 Olympic Trials Outstanding AIBA official. And he was the assistant for the National Assistant Chief of Officials for the USA Boxing. I give you Andy Mustachio. Accepting an award will be the first ever president of the New Jersey Association of USA Boxing, Jackie Atkins. She's the first woman. Jack, Larry, want to get up?
On behalf of Andy Mustachio, who's away with his new bride and couldn't be here with us today, I want to just say thank you. Thank you to Henry and the members of the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame. I also have the honor of introducing the next inductee, our Junior Olympic Champion of the Year, Mr. Emmanuel Chance, known as Manny Fresh. They say it takes a village to raise a child, and the village that has raised this young man here has done a tremendous job. Hats off to his mother, Kia, and to his father, Roger, for such a great job they've done. I had the opportunity to train with Manny at our training clinic for the Junior Olympics, and not only was Manny there, but his other 2 brothers were there training, as well as his 3-year-old sister. So when you see parents that have all of their children in the gym training on a daily basis, you have to give them a lot of credit and kudos. That's a true family. And that's why we call Manny Mr. Fresh, our champion. He's the 2015 National JO champion, 2016 Junior Olympic silver medalist, 2017 Junior Olympic champion. He's ranked #1 in the nation at 11 years old. And I'm going to claim this right now. He's the 2024 gold medalist representing the United States in the Olympics.
Gee. Our next honoree is just about what he did when he was that age. He's a 5-time New Jersey Golden Glove champion, a 3-time Diamond Glove champion. He was voted in 2015 as the boxer of the tournament, the New Jersey Golden Gloves. In April of this year, he went to the National Golden Glove Tournament and brought home a gold medal. He is rated #1 in the nation. As an amateur in the 141-pound division, our amateur boxer of the year, Adam Ali. Okay, Larry.
Everybody, it's an honor to give this award, Amateur Boxer of the Year. And I just thank God every day to give me the ability to bless me with the right people to bring my abilities out. And I plan on carrying on the same in 2018. Thank you everybody for coming out.
This next honoree has coached many champions of all different ages and weight groups. Just last year, he coached 3 regional champions, 1 junior Olympic national champion, 1 silver glove national champion. He's also coached many state titleists throughout the state. He was also served as the coach for the 2016 Junior Olympic national team. He's a current secretary of New Jersey Association of USA Boxing. And more than that, he more than coaches boxing, he coaches these kids what is right and what is wrong. If they disappoint him, you know, he tells it in the right way. You know, anybody can box or anybody can coach, you know, in boxing, but it's hard to raise kids nowadays, and this guy, he's a role model for them kids that he coaches each and every day. And on his spare time, he's one of our officials. Let's hear it from Mike Rizzo.
Thanks, Henry. I appreciate that. You know, throughout the years, I learned a lot of what to do from Henry Haskell, but I also learned what not to forget to do from Henry Haskell. So first, I want to thank my better half, Dana, for understanding what I do. You know, at first, she didn't get it, and she thought I was crazy. Now she gets it, even though she still thinks I'm crazy. You know, and my mom, my sister, my aunts, my uncle, and some of my boxers are over there. You know, for me, when I first got into coaching, I really didn't understand what amateur boxing was all about. You know, now, unfortunately, some people still think it's about the wins and the losses all the time. But it's really about the learning and the progression of our athletes, our coaches, and our officials. You know, for me, coaching has been about when a boxer walks into my gym and tells me that no one will train him because of his past. Will I give him a chance? And it's about when one of my boxers hits me up and tells me that their mother passed away. Or when one of my boxers comes into the gym completely broken because they were shot at and their friend was killed in the street. And then on the flip side, you get them coming in telling you they're graduating and going to college. Then they're getting married, then they're having their first child. Then pretty soon you're helping them and their family find their first home. That's the progression, those are the wins. You know, we have many great coaches here in New Jersey. They spend a lot of time away from their families to dedicate to our athletes. I've learned a lot from them over the years and continue to learn from them every day. Many of them in this room tonight, many of them good friends of mine, good people, very dedicated. That being said, I'm very humbled and honored to be here to receive this award tonight. I thank Henry Haskell and New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, New Jersey Association of USA Boxing, and everybody who supported me and helped me through the years. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
This individual had a pro record of 33-5-2 with 26 knockouts. He fought the likes of Curtis Peoples, Russ Thompson, James Hughes, Vernon Forrest, Shane Mosley, and Sergio Martinez. On April 15, 2000, he won the IBO World Super Welterweight Championship, and he successfully defended it 3 times. I give you Adrian Stone. Maybe Phil can come up here and accept the award, as Adrian is not with us tonight. Let's go, Phil.
Came to get. I'm deeply honored to be here this evening to accept. I'm sorry. I'm deeply honored to be here this evening, and I'm very hurt that Adrian was unable to make it. I managed him for 9 years throughout his career, and one thing I could say about Adrian, he was a trainer and a manager's dream. He never refused to fight. He always wanted to stay busy. And he took his career very seriously. He came over here from England in order to do so, and the rest is in the books. He fought everybody, and he gave everybody a great fight, and he was a pleasure again, like I said, to work. Thank you very much.
Our next inductee, he's an outstanding middleweight who is undefeated in his first 29 fights, beating such guys as Tony Amato, Billy Brown, and Tony Matadias. But he made headlines not in a professional fight, but in a boxing gym one day. In July of 1952, he did the unthinkable by flooring undefeated heavyweight champion of the world, Rocky Marciano. He was one of the few times Marciano ever hit the canvas in the gym or in a professional bout. After 35 fights, he stopped boxing and entered the U.S. Army. I give you Jimmy Sorello. His family, come on.
And the one thing he told me was that he would tell people and they wouldn't believe him, and then he would pull out this picture that he had made up of the article from the Jersey Journal where it happened, and then people would just want to fight him. So it was kind of funny, but I love my dad. And thank you.
The next award winner I want to bring up right now. He had an amateur record of 38-2. He won his first 19 bouts as a pro. He went on to win the IBO and the USBO super middleweight titles, as well as the WBF Intercontinental Super Middleweight title. He has also appeared in the movies Creed and The Bad Boxer. When not boxing, he started a mentoring program, Young Team Webster, when he helps out inner city kids. And I have to tell you, his record is 24-1 and with 13 knockouts. But last night, he hit a nerve in my heart. I was actually on Facebook talking to Ray McCline over there from the Atlantic City Boxing Hall of Fame. And he was telling me about his daughter got in a bad car accident, but she's okay. So I told him about my daughter also had a car accident about 5 years ago. So we both, felt pretty bad about it, but thank God everything was okay. Then I got an email from this honoree saying, I'm very hurtful right now because I just lost my brother, 22 years old, in an automobile crash. I immediately called him up. He was sobbing, and he had me sobbing as well. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for a pro boxer of the year, Derek Webster.
Pretty fast.
How's everybody doing tonight? First, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that worked today. Ain't got to work tomorrow. Being out here means a whole lot. Winning this award actually means so much to me. Because I didn't pick up a pair of gloves until I was 22 years old. Being up here seeing young guys like this, Emmanuel, and my man Adam, that started out so young, I didn't have these opportunities. I have a great team built around me. Dave Brown, Robert Robinson, a lot of us workers like Lee, one of my main sparring partners. I was that kid that was in school, had a singing background before I was boxing. I stopped all the girls in the hallways, and I would sing to them. And I got in trouble. But I want y'all to know where I came from. So if I can get y'all attention, try to wake y'all up a little bit. That got me in trouble. That got me in trouble. All the time. Y'all with me? It got me in trouble. But I really just want to say, I appreciate this. There are a lot of things I'm doing in my family. Now I'm doing movies. I remember when I couldn't do the things I do today. And boxing made that all possible. Y'all have a good night, man. I love y'all. God bless.
Right now, I want to bring up to make the next presentation, Bucci Hill.
Good afternoon, good evening, how are you? How's everybody? Give yourself a hand, please. You look nice with the crowd. You can do a little better than that. Give yourself a hand. Thank you very much, and thank you for your attention. I'm up here to speak about a gentleman by the name of Anthony Raheem, from Newark, New Jersey. Can you give me a moment of your time? Can I get a moment of your time, please? Just a moment of your time. I'm here to honor these people up here on the dais. I appreciate it so much. You have some fantastic stories up here of the individuals of what they've gone through and the courage, the dedication, the focus, and the perseverance in order to be trainers and everything else. Let me get right to the point. The only person you are destined to be is the person that you are right now. I say that because of this young man here in the neighborhood in the urban city of Newark, New Jersey. He would speak for those that couldn't speak for themselves. He would take up for those that could not protect themselves. And as I said before, it's a beautiful thing when you come to find out that you know who you are at an early age. At an early age, he was like most kids in the neighborhood, and that was making it happen however it was supposed to happen. But he ran across a guy by the name of Tommy Parks, George Brants, and even later on in life, the gentleman to my left, Larry Hazard, Commissioner. And it's a beautiful thing after you've gone through all of those mentors and people who help you with your life and you give back. This gentleman is giving back. He's trained champions, he's trained amateurs, and now he's taking it to another state. Let's give a hand for Anthony Ham tonight being honored in the Hall of Fame, New Jersey, and most definitely, without the last, but most important, to his brother, Salam Rubin. He loves you with all his heart, and thank you for being here. Have a nice evening. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello. Good evening. How's everybody doing?
and give yourself a round of applause, please. You heard a little bit about me. I'm not going to babble on all night because what I do is what God gave me to do. And with that being said, I train champions, I make champions, I've made champions, and I will continue to make champions till the day I die. Because boxing is my heart, yeah, and my blood. You know, it's good to see all my friends here because I live in Florida. I just want to say right fast, I want to thank my two ladies for coming all the way up from Boca Raton, Florida to see this, to see me. Give yourself and give them a hand, please. My career started when I was fighting in the amateurs, but I was playing all types of sports, baseball, basketball, football, so I couldn't go one sport without the other. I couldn't go to boxing. But what made me start fighting was, I was in Westside Park one day, and I was very young. And I said something that I wasn't supposed to say to a guy. He was bigger than me and older than me. And that guy tried to punch me in my face. But he missed, and I ran all the way home. And I never in my life, in 60 years, had that problem again. Because once I went to that gym with Benny Williams and Sonny Moore at Southport Boys Club, that ended. I mean, it ended. You know, I had a few fights, 8 fights in the Board Club, 9 clubs. But what made me stop boxing was, quarterback decision in 1979 was a kid named Bob Nance out of Hamilton Powell, which was a 5-time national Gold Glove champion. And I know I wasn't going to fight, so did everybody else. So what I did was I stopped fighting. I met up with Tommy Park. And God bless him. I love that man. God bless his soul that he blessed him. That man told me things I don't think no one can ever tell. He told me what boxing was all about. Took me the ins and outs of boxing, took me to shadows. What a hell of a guy he was. And everybody, a lot of people here know him. If you don't know him, you know of him. Look him up. Social media world. So, you know, I moved out to New Jersey and I moved to Florida. Ever since I've been living in Florida, I've been training amateurs and world champions. Russian guys. I have a young kid, I'm going to say his name. A lot of these guys, they know him. He's a 5-time national champ. He's 16 years old. His name is Dominique Francis. So just to let you guys know, I'm still building champions. And this guy comes to the gym an hour on the treadmill, an hour on the tri-rail one way, and an hour back the other way, just to fight. He's been doing that for 4 years. If any of y'all know anything about Boca Raton in Miami, Overlocker, he comes from Overlocker on the tri-rail for 4 years to train, and he's number 2 in the country right now. So, you know, with that being said, I just want to thank everybody for showing up. And it's good to see a lot of you guys, Sal, Frank Greg, Clarence Coleman, who I trained. So, you know, I'm just saying, thank you so much, man. Thank everybody for showing up. And that little kid, check this out. That little kid up here, that little kid down on the end, I've been around all the nationals. Let me tell y'all something. He can fight. Trust me, he can fight. Trust me. So listen, thank you very much. I want to thank the organization for allowing me to have this day. And everybody have a good time.
Okay, for our next inductee, he started his pro career in July of 1943. By the end of that year, he fought a total of 14 times in the 6 months. The next year, in 44, he fought 18 times, 16 times in 1945. In his first 52 fights, his record was 39-11-2. And he only fought for 2.5 years. During that time, he was featured in Ring Magazine in July 1944, and he beat world contender Herbie Katz, and he also fought a guy by the name of Roland Starger, who went on to fight Rocky Marciano for the heavyweight championship of the world. I'd like to bring up the family of Oscar Goody. Nobody listens to me anyway. Sneak over here so that maybe. Evening, everybody. Just want to say on behalf of my father, George Oscar Good, and family, I'd like to sincerely thank Mr. Henry Hascup and the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame for honoring my father posthumously. My mother, Doris Good, is sitting at the table over there with the rest of my family, and we proudly accept this honor from my dad. For our next inductee, as an amateur, he won the 1981 New Jersey Golden Gloves, as well as the Sugar Ray Leonard tournament in 1982. As a pro, he fought some of the very best, including guys like Mickey Ward, Frankie Warren, Charles the Natural Murray, Larry Barnes, and even beat world champion Sal Mambi. Right now, I would like to induct Clarence Coleman. Just say a few words about this. Clarence is getting a special award from North. Larry Haggis going to say a few words.
Clarence is also receiving, in addition to his Hall of Fame cup, Councilman John James Jr., John James, Councilman of South Florida, Newark, and the Newark City Council is proud to present Clarence with this proclamation from the great city of Newark. Thank you. Congratulations.
First of all, I want to thank the man of God. I'm nervous. I want to thank my family, my friends, support, and Andre, every son-in-law. I want to thank all y'all, all my son too, all y'all. You know, I'm scared. Yeah. I don't know what to say, I'm shy. Thank everybody for coming out. Everybody.
Yeah, it's moving along pretty good. It's moving along pretty good. Right there, right there. That's your awards. Okay, for our next inductee, as an amateur, he won 10 state titles, 3 Golden Glove titles, 3 ABF titles. In 1996, he was voted our Amateur Boxer of the Year. As a pro, he was unbeaten in his first 17 bouts. He made his pro debut on the undercard of the Lennox Lewis-Andrew Collada fight. He went on to fight on ShoBox, an ESPN show. Unfortunately, a shoulder injury derailed his career, but he still had a good one of 20 wins, 2 losses, and only 2 draws. Let's give it up for John Molnar.
Dad and Mom, thank you so much. You guys really worked for me. You guys did so much for me to get me here. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Johnny and Sarah, kids, I love you to death. You're the best. Thank you.
This next inductee finishes amateur career with a record of 45-5 with a whopping 39 knockouts, winning several Golden Glove and Diamond Glove titles. He turned pro in 1980, undefeated in his first 12 fights. He lost his first fight to the future lightweight champion in the world, Livingston Bramall, when he broke his hand. He became one of the most exciting lightweights of the 1980s for an ESPN Fight of the Year. In 1982, he was rated in the top 10 in the world. In 1983, he finished with a record of 25 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 16 knockouts. Let's give it up for Kenny Big Big Bachner.
Hello everyone and good evening. Thank everyone for coming. Thank you all for recognizing me. I first would like to thank Henry Haska and all the boxers Hall of Fame for recognizing me as well and bringing me this honor. Well, I seldomly do the mic anymore. I'm putting it in my speed, as you see that. I'm blessed. And as a memory like a boxer, forgive me. But I would of course also like to recognize my father, my late father, Ken Bachner Sr., all of my trainers and great trainers in boxing. If you have any trainers who are contenders or became champions. Thank you. Of course, I would love to speak about myself more and tell you how I became what I became and what I've done to become. They work so hard. They work so hard to become a contender. And become a contender. How hard it's been, how bad, how hard it's been. First and foremost, I'd like to say that the late Thursday is following how crazy this world has become. How insane, how crazy it has become. How we have to watch where we go, what we do. We have to look over our shoulders. We have to be more careful and vigilant while we're walking. If you see something, you say something. It's better to be safe and be wrong, or to be wrong and not say something. Call the authorities if you see something wrong, please. It's better to say nobody can made about it. You know, if you're wrong, let it be wrong. Let it be wrong. I'll be wrong and not call. Thank you. You all have a great night and enjoy it.
More than halfway done. This next inductee finishes his amateur career with a record of 31-5, winning New Jersey Golden Glove and National PAL Championships. As a pro, he stopped the 1984 Olympic medalist. He was rated as high as number 6 in the world by the IBF. He finished with a record of 21-3 with 17 knockouts. But 2 of those losses to all-time great world champions Frank Tate and James Toney in his last fight. Let's give it up for our next inductee, Greg Epred. Wow.
I'm truly blessed and honored for this privileged position to be with these kids. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm saying wow because I'm still pinching myself behind this. You know, I got a call from my friend Rodney, and he had told me this was on April 1st too when he told me this. He called me up and told me that I was inducted in New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame, and I was like, stop playing. It was April Fool's Day too. You hear me that? And I got a artillery text mail from Henry, and he stated that I did pass copy. I'm sorry, brother. And it was true, you know. And I'm still tickled pink behind it, you know. But first and foremost, I would like to thank my wife for all the support, you know, man, she had put up with me throughout all these years. You know, I'd like to thank my friends and family for coming out. That's without question. You know, and I don't know, I'm really lost for words. I ain't got all these flowery words and stuff, you know, but, and I'm damn sure I ain't gonna sing to you, you know. Only one to get that for me is my wife, but she can handle my tone. But I'm truly blessed and grateful, and I thank you guys for coming out.
Going along quick. For our next inductee, this man was a long-time cutman, promoter, and worked the corners of leading boxers such as Ray Mercer, Bruce Selden, Ivan Robinson, Jackie Fraser, Tim Witherspoon, Michael Grant, and the original checkmate, Darren Machinsky. He received the Cup Man of the Year 15 consecutive years in Pennsylvania, and now the award is named after him. He's also appeared in Sopranos and the movie Creed. He actually got his start on Rocky II when Sylvester Stallone picked him up over his head in Rocky II. That launched his career to a better career in boxing. He's the original cut man. Let's hear for Joey I.
Everybody hear me in the back? If you can't, tell everybody to shut up. All right. Show some respect for everybody up here. Not me, but for everybody else. All right. I got into this business, crazy business that it is. Two people inspired me. My old man, my father, who I lost this past year to cancer. When I was 4 days from turning 6 years old, he had me downstairs and watched the fight. March 25th, 1975. Anybody know their history? Anybody? Guess not. It was the man of the year, Chuck Wepner, when he fought Ali. Between what the blood that I saw and his will and determination, that inspired me to want to be a fighter. Probably in the back of my head also made me want to be a cut man. But from that, I couldn't believe that the man of the year is Chuck Wepner because I always think of him as one of the toughest men I ever saw. And growing up where I grew up in Philadelphia, tough neighborhood, you needed to be tough. So tough guys were the kind of people that I looked up to. Chuck was definitely one of them. I went on to Fox, but only because of an ironic twist to the guy that he inspired, which was Stallone, who in Rocky II, as Henry told you, picked me up, put me on his shoulders. I made my father the next day take me to the gym. I said, I want to be like Rocky. I'm left-handed, I'm Italian, I'm small. Little did I know Rocky was the real. The real Rocky standing over there taking a picture. And I ain't gonna lie. I went on to fight, but again, being tough ain't enough. Wouldn't be tough to play football. You gotta go. So I took a lot of beat. Eventually I had an injury. Got me, I had to say I gotta get into something else. So I became a cut man. Being vampire by air, but I lost blood. And it just went on from there. I promoted many fights, but my love for everything is really the cuts. Most guys in this room, some of them I know, working with them. I don't know their name. I know their scars. I know you can't get it, don't worry. But other guys that see here, guys I work with like corners for guys, fighters like Anthony Ham. I've worked with Dexter Leslie a million times. The great commissioner here, Larry Hazard, I've worked with him over the years. This is just such a big honor for me that it transcends everything. I never thought I'd be standing here, some folks from Philly like me, you know what I mean? They can't believe it, you know? And it's Philly. You got when you wait for the next week, what's going on, you know? But I do have to thank my friends that came out. I know you know a little bit. I definitely definitely got to thank my wife. Because I can't beat anybody anymore. I got to thank her because she put up with all this great stuff. Especially, she sometimes gets all the blood out of those rags I bring home after every fight. And my kids and everything, when it is, what's the yo Adrian? Not Adrian. Although it was, but and my kids, whatever they do in life, which I probably hope not get in the face, but whatever they do, seeing this, and what I'm trying to achieve, I would hope that whatever they do, they try to do the best that they possibly can and get everything out of it, because I've got everything I possibly can out of boxing. Boxing, as they say, is a cliche, but boxing is just very good. So I want to thank everybody tonight. You're all wonderful. If you see me, don't come. Okay, I'm getting through. Thanks, guys.
That's why there's only one Joey I. The next inductee only fought for 19 months, and where he had 36 fights. 5 times during his career, he fought 3 times in a single month. His biggest name fighter he fought was a guy by the name of Rocky Graciano. His career came to an end before he was even 20, when he went on to fight a more important fight in World War II to defend our freedoms. He was a paratrooper, and at the age of 21, in the Battle of Normandy, in D-Day, this man's life came to a crushing end as he gave his life for our freedom. For our next inductee, I would like to bring up the family of Mike Mastrangelo.
Now we can do better than that. He is a family of a war hero,
On behalf of my family, I just want to thank Henry Hester and the New Jersey Boxing Hall of Fame for a great honor, especially my uncle on 74 years, but not forgotten. Thank you very much.
Where's Iran? You know, usually in affairs like this, I like to introduce all the celebrities out there. There's actually too many to name tonight. So right now, I want to ask all the professional boxing judges just to stand up and be recognized. All the boxing judges. I know John McKay, why don't you get up? John McKay and Steve Weisfeld, Lindsey Page. I want to ask you, all the professional boxing referees to stand up. All the professional boxing referees. There's Benji, Eric Galloway, Ricky Mero. Now, David Fields is back there. He refereed the Joshua Klitschko fight, and of course, Harvey Dock over there. Right now, I want to bring up a real legend in the game to make the next presentation. He's a multi-time world champion. He's the only man in history to beat Tommy Hearns not once, but twice. They call him the Blade, Iran Barkley. This will be fun.
You know, I just want to say, could you just like quiet down for a minute? Because this guy I'm getting ready to introduce is a great guy, you know. Well, Paul was a guy that came along when everything was right. He always tried to box me, couldn't beat me. So, Paul, I want to say it's an honor for me